Hi there folks, back with me, Dragonwolf, and we're picking up from where we left off, and we're going to the museum. And I believe it was Professor or Doctor or whatever his title is, Lobinio. Lobino. As you might be able to tell, pronunciation is not my strong suit.
The attendant had an air of self-importance and the kind of steely eyes that never seemed to blink. Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Are you Lobino?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
But Lobino does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
Not today. Right, okay.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
You're about as handy as a chocolate fire guard.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. Though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No. They ask you. I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar. Not like Monsieur Lobino.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
I guess not.
Everyone's so defensive in this game. Why should I? Right? Calm down. Calm down.
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
God damn it. Get
Have you
someone
ever
with that
heard
yet.
of the Club Alamut?
Oh, no. I don't frequent places like that.
Now would be the time to ask, what kind of place is that, George? Rubbish should be the detective.
Do you recognize this ID pass? No.
Right, we're getting nothing
Thanks
for this guy.
for your help.
Attention! Please do not open the window, monsieur.
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar opened up across the street. The Laughing Buffalo.
So what's the problem?
They cook their burgers on a charcoal grill. And the fat falls on the open flame. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding. Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled. And it stinks like a funeral pyre. That is why I keep the windows closed.
Okay. That's where we can see this thing.
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marne at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
As soon as I saw like pixies in the costume, I was like Ireland or Scotland in it.
As I reached toward the display case, a shrill piping filled the air. I froze, then tried to get myself together and act nonchalantly.
No, monsieur. No, no.
Okay. The totem pole looked distinctly out of place in the setting of the museum.
What is with you, George? Why would you try and randomly knock shit down?
It was an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus with a beautifully painted effigy of its owner on the lid.
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
Closet? It's a sarcophagus.
You would kill this guy if he was in the museum, wouldn't you? Yeah. Can I open the window when his back's turned? Oh, I can't. Get in the closet! Quickly! Oh shit, can I actually go in it?
This is ridiculous. I could be here for hours.
Random, okay. Cool. I guess I'll come back when Lobano's there. Why am I getting really good music? Go talk to Nico.
Hi. I've been to the Kroon Museum.
Did you speak to Lobino?
No, he wasn't there.
No, your lead was terrible, Nico. Oh, can talk more stuff there.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Oh, why do I keep doing this? No. Back. Avanti.
There's a and then through my there's a
Yeah, get out. Excellent.
I found the tripod
Where?
in the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Loch Marn.
I have heard of Lochmarn. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
A popular gossip magazine. You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Professor Nigel Pegram excavating the medieval castle at Loch Marn. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a 4th series of his popular television program. This site at Loch Marn must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same, I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up the Belota case. If you really think Pickeram's gem is important, why don't you visit Lochmarn?
On my own? I'm not so sure about that. Where is Ireland exactly?
Okay.
Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clan's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Hey, Nico, shake hands with me.
Wait, is that
No
right?
chance, Buster.
I have to go.
Okay,
hold for
I'll
that?
see you later.
Can I ransack the flat for anything? Oh. Take that as a no. Oh, where's the big red arrow? Aeroport. I can actually just go to Ireland? Apparently George has got some money, he can just bugger off
I
the
passed the
island.
castle on the way into Loch Marn, the castle where Pegram's excavation was located.
Yet again we are flashing.
It was a trap door in the sidewalk. I tugged at the trap door, but it was locked from the inside. The lad was doing his best to express his adolescent aggression. His effort was somewhat diminished by the fringe of milk on his lightly feathered upper lip. Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
Well, that's an
I'm
interesting
George
accent.
Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine.
Dying of
Firewood
presumption.
for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I, see what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
That guy needs an Oscar, seriously.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No,
What is it you're covering up?
Maybe.
Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Loch Man.
Okay, so that's not bad. You get the part of Lochman. So many people call it, or would call it, Lochman.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worse. It was coming from inside the castle.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
This guy should write a book.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
Cheeky.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, because he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Yeah, they definitely got someone from Britain to do this. Because it says films. If you notice any sort of British speaker, they won't say film. Or the other one is milk. It's film. I'm going to the film. Going to watch a film. I'm going to get some milk. Went to the film, going to drink some milk. It's just a thing. So that's quite interesting. Let's see if you've seen Can / Morlan or whatever his name was.
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
I think we're done
See you
with
later,
it.
kid.
Okay, mister.
To the pub! What's this? Start left to right, shall we?
He wasn't listening. Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh no, I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh dear.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh yes, they were arrested and many were burnt at the stake.
Good. They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
I'm loving the music in the background.
How can I get into the castle?
But those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you've the will.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
Jim, you say?
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that, but he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Do you know where Pegram has gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmarn. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
No.
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
Why has Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled
skipped
bill.
out.
Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true.
Oh, God.
Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope. I've never seen him before.
Right. Let's see if we can... No.
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Mr. O'Brien.
Oh, no, you don't.
Goodbye for now.
Will anyone fall for that buzzer?
There was a vacant look on his cow-like face that said quite clearly, "Nobody home." The guy sat in the corner as if he was a permanent fixture. The white whiskers on the bartender's flushed face were like garlands on a Christmas tree. The resemblance ended there. The top of his head was too slick and shiny to act as a perch for a Christmas angel. The young red-haired guy was plainly nervous about something. The guy sat in the corner as if he was a permanent fixture. I'd been taught not to judge people by their appearance or their clothes or the length of their hair. Nobody ever said anything about runny noses. Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Got a lot of information out of these guys.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself?
No.
No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pat. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more likely.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I got more hopes than the rest of them put together?
I'm gonna guess it was incompetent and not incontinent.
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He just joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
Oh no, I'm here on vacation.
What's that?
A vacation, Pat. It's what the Americans call a holiday.
Oh, right. In Lochmarn? You come to Lochmarn for a holiday?
Sure, it's a very pretty place.
Where the hell are you from, mister?
California.
I know it. That's where the Bruins come from.
Yeah, amongst other things.
Never seen this guy.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
It's a handsome mug on that fella, to be sure. Is he a film star?
May I
This guy
shake
will
your
fall for it.
hand?
No, you can't.
Well, how come?
Because I'll spill me beer if you do.
Veiled threat.
Bye for now. Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
That's what you
Oh,
Irish
George,
say, isn't it?
George.
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
Sure.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could, if you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the undertaker comes to collect him.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No, you're the first today.
I don't know why he keeps asking about the clown. It's like he's ditched that costume in Paris, George. You think you get on the plane as a clown? Came to have a drink and stayed as a clown? Here's a drink.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Bear with me, I'm getting a phone call, guys. I'm just going to pause recording. Okay, apologies about that, guys. That's me back now. Let's continue investigating our lovely bearded fellow here.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh no, I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
Oh dear.
Do you recognize this man?
No, I don't. What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism?
Dial. Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Ah, never mind.
Maybe he didn't teach him very well.
Hey, bartender?
Landlord, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Shake my hand, why don't you?
Now, why should I do that? What have you got up your sleeve?
Nothing. Come on, just shake my hand.
Not just now, mister. I have to be careful on account of the health restrictions.
Aw, jeez.
I'll get someone with it eventually.
Look, I gotta be going. It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Will I be able to pick it up?
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Talk to the nervous bloke.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
If I'd go into anything, that box on the table, how nervous he is, he's proposing, isn't he?
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
That was a strange reaction.
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Why do you have nerves?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
Shake my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone.
You'll get someone eventually.
See you later.
Now let's talk to old snotty face.
Hi there, old-timer.
What?
Nasty cold
why?
you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
Why are you in the bar then? On your own?
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochbarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Ooh.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk? In Lochmarn? That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh!
Small and stunted with wings. Nope, just a cheeky wee arse kid.
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
That's a little creepy. Is it a necklace or like a dog catching device? This guy creeps me out now.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
I can't tell without me glasses.
I'll see you later.
That guy's weird.
It was a rectangle of toweling printed with the words, Nagopolian Stout builds body.
No, George.
Almost as if he'd sensed my...
Will you leave it?
Look, I know how it seems.
Once he starts sneezing, I can steal his wire. Don't know why I want to steal his wire, but I do. I missed that.
It was a short piece of wire, twisted into a rough circle. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
May I have enough?
Certainly, sir.
Yeah, please.
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion, suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp, lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven.
This guy likes his beer.
Do you recognize the name on this card?
No. Should I?
Nah, it was a long shot. Does this piece of wire mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Look, I gotta be going.
Let's go out of the shop.
It was a featureless plastic box, firmly attached to the wall of the building. I tugged at the plastic cover, but it didn't move.
Okay, can we leave this area? Oh, we can. Let's see if we can go to the castle. Oh, hello.
The farmer's craggy face was set in a mask of aesthetic appreciation. His feet were set in a pair of manure-caked boots. Hi, do you speak English?
Well, no, what if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
Do you know Pegram?
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
And the castle?
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
Would you like to shake my hand?
What is this? I don't do that male bonding stuff.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, but I wouldn't trust him. His eyes are too close together.
This guy's interesting.
I have to go now. The gates were made of solid, age-blackened wood.
Looks brown to me, George.
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. I really need to start working out.
Okay, so not here. And this is up to the parts where I don't really remember, so it's literally talk to everyone, try everything. Something will eventually
Hey,
pop out.
McGuire,
What?
do you know anything about Peagram's Dig?
He wouldn't let me anywhere near it. I offered to help, but he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
Did anyone from the village work at the dig?
Pegram bought some students and bums with him. He reckoned no one in Lochmarn would know what to look for. The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald says he's never been anywhere near the dig.
He's having you on, mister.
Interesting.
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on, I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
No way.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
So why would he lie, is the question. This was McGuire, wasn't it?
Hey! Hello there again, mister.
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Would you like a
Can I
beer?
buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who, Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him? Shame on you, Patrick.
Same again. Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of ground coming up.
How dare you? But I'm making money. Go for it.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss man.
Okay.
Bye for now.
I thought that's what Gerald, Fitzgerald. That's two people that said he was there, and he did react really weirdly. Who told you that? Very
Mr.
strange.
Fitzgerald?
Come clean.
Doyle told me you definitely worked at the dig. He's seen you there. You might as well admit it.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he? So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
But he's not proposing it, okay. I also like the 1996ness of it. He's Irish, so he must be doing benefit fraud.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
Okay.
I'll
Interesting.
deal with Jacques. Marquet. Give the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
What the pass is in the box? Well, that doesn't sound good.
Hey, I just seen a big red...
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car.
Oh, they all do it. That's
Fitzgerald's
weird.
been runned over.
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy maker.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
I'm recording those couple of lines, recording them weird.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding me own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I, and I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass, but the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes. He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Okay. See, it's leprechaun, but it was a pixie. You got
Hey,
anything else to say?
McGuire,
What?
did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not. Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
I did.
Maybe the package fell somewhere out of sight.
The gem went flying.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Right, so we'll leave it there. It's been a good 40 odd minutes. And we'll pick up exactly where we left off. Just in front of the pub. And I'll remember to save this time. Pub 1. And we'll pick this up next time. As always, leave any comments, any advice, anything you can tell me. I'm still pretty new at this. And I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you come and listen to the next part. Thanks a lot, guys. Dragon Wolf signing off.